Well, hello. My name's Michael Anderson. Of course, most of you know that. And if you've been following me on Facebook, I'm sure that you can see that I post a lot of, you know, quotes and sayings that are very positive, very real about stuff that's going on in my life at the moment. And I tell about the ugly sometimes. Sometimes I tell a lot of the good. And I'm just here because I really want to give a message of hope. I do believe in the Lord. I'm sure that most of you see that I post stuff from the Bible, and I hope that my faith doesn't offend you. This is who I am. This is what I believe in, and I'm not changing it for anybody. And hey, you may have your own spiritual beliefs that are very, very different than mine, and I honor that and I respect that. I'm not here to change you. Maybe you don't have faith, and that's totally okay too. I'm not here to shove anything in your face, but I accept you, and I want you to accept me too. So please just don't leave any comments talking about how I need to stop believing in this or whatever you may think. You're entitled to your opinion about it, and I honor and respect that you have them. But please don't just send me messages telling me I'm wrong or whatever, because I'm not going to do that to you either. What you believe is what you believe. What I believe is what I believe. Let's just be unified and just say everybody's different, and we can still coexist together. The purpose of this video is because I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and I've been meeting a lot of people, and one of the things that I find is that people feel as though they are stuck in a lot of areas of their life, and they feel like things can't change. And yeah, I have areas of my life too where I feel like stuck and I can't make things change or I can't make things happen. And that's a very terrible place to be. It brings on depression and anxiety and all kinds of stuff. It's when you're really, really feeling like things are working for you and things are getting better. It's when you actually feel like that depression lift and the anxiety go. So I just kind of want to talk a little bit about vision and what does it look like. We all know and have heard the statement that a man without a vision will perish. I heard it said really, really interesting recently that a man without a vision is a man without a future. So I like to take a lot of statements like that, especially when they're kind of on the negative side, and flip it around so that I can understand it even more. A man with a vision is a man with a future. Um, it's amazing because Proverbs 29:18 says that where there is no vision, the people perish. So, once again, flipping that around, where there is vision, the people have a future. They will live, they will prosper, whatever you want to, say there, whatever you want to call it. So what is included in vision? I have a list of what I feel that God or whatever you want to call it, the higher power, has given me how to live my life, and it's a code that I feel so deep inside of me. I have activity areas. I have a life purpose. I have values that I am to make my decisions by and live my life by. So I kind of want to talk to you about that. I don't know if you guys have that or not, but it's something to think about. It took me a while to figure this out, and when I came across it, I was just excited. I remember the day I found out my life purpose. I was excited and so happy because I knew that is exactly what it is that I am here for. So I want to talk to you about the activity areas. This is what I base my whole entire calendar on. Spirituality is number one. Number two is family. Number three, relationships. Number four is fitness. Number five is career. And that could go in any order for anybody. But basically, anytime that I'm neglecting any of those areas, I feel empty. I feel like I'm not living fully, and I feel stagnant. So, and this is something that kind of came across me recently, is that I haven't been giving my fitness the best that I can. Maybe sometimes I don't give my family all I can give them, and stuff like that, And when you feel that way, it can bring on depression, and also plus stuff that does hurt me and stuff that makes me want to stay away from giving it my best. That doesn't help either. But I know that not giving it my best is the worst thing. So what are your activity areas that you need to plan every single day in your life? They may be different than what I just put. Spirituality is very big for me. I have to pray and read my Bible every day. I've gotten so much wisdom from the Bible, and I really truly believe in it. And you don't have to if you don't. But I'm just saying this is what I believe, and I know that I'm going to stick with this for the rest of my life. I believe in it. I'm convinced. What are you convinced on? What do you believe in for your life? You know, set your activities around that. The second thing is family. Family is very important. The welfare of my dad is very important to me, and I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to make sure that he is in a good place and happy. The next thing is relationships. You can't live life without relationships. It would be one lonely existence without it. Number 4, fitness is very important to me. I love being in shape, and I like feeling my best. It boosts my confidence. And then number 5 is career, and giving my best to all of that. Now, I have a scripture from the Bible that I live my life by completely, and that I feel like when I'm not living through this verse, that things aren't right. You don't have to have a Bible verse if you don't want one. But I personally have one, and this exemplifies everything that I'm talking about. And this is what it is. I keep this in front of me every day. It says, "Be strong, therefore, let not your hands be weak and slack, and your work shall be rewarded." That's 2 Chronicles 15:7. And I know that when I give things a half-hearted effort, and when I just, do things once in a while that I want to get good at, I just don't feel the same as when I'm giving it my best. There's a natural joy that comes when I'm giving it my best, and I don't feel as though I have to fake my joy anymore, because the joy is just there because I'm giving it all that I can. So we also have I have a list of my top 5 values, and they are to relate with God, inspire, meaning to either inspire or to be inspired. Embody excellence. Unstick others, meaning help others get out of their funk or their place of hurt. And then adventure. So any decision I make, if it can't go along with this right here at all, then I know that it's not a decision that I should be making. It makes praying about things much easier. And I still pray about my decisions, but I know that if they don't line up with my values at all, my life values, then I shouldn't do it. And I feel like this is a code that, the great designer, Almighty God, has put inside of me and given me. So, I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm glad that, I have this to be able to figure out my life. You probably have a similar code in you. Have you discovered it? And then I have a purpose. And this is the thing that I was created for. This is my mission. This is what I know I'm supposed to do. So, once again, this sits in front of me every day. And it's, I create a world of acceptance and power by loving and challenging myself and others. And the reason that that's very important to me is because when I do that, I feel like I am living an eternal mission, something that's beyond me. I feel like I'm in line and in sync with who I am. And in those moments when I'm living this purpose, I feel like every problem doesn't matter. So, do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what your values are? Do you know what your activity areas are? It might be something that you want to sit down and write out. This is my vision for my life, everything I just showed you. What is your vision for your life? Sit down, start mapping it out, figuring it out. You don't have to figure it out exactly the way I have it figured out, but it does help to know what it is. So, if you don't know what it is, it's not that hard to come up with. You got to look at things that you love. What do you hate? All those kinds of things. And you can pull a lot out of that. If you have no idea what your vision is, trust me. Matthew 7:7, if you're a Christian, even if you're not a Christian, just hear this for what it is. Don't judge it because it's the Bible, please. It really is a true statement, and I'm sure that people have said it to you over and over and over again, and at some level of your being, you know that this is a true statement. It's ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be open to you. One thing I know is that whatever I'm searching for in life, and whenever I'm searching and searching and searching, it may take a long time, but eventually I find what I'm searching for. When I ask for something, I've noticed lately I've been more asking for things that I need and things that I want, and I've been finding an answer every time. So ask and you shall receive. What does that look like? Maybe you can ask in prayer to God. What is my purpose? What are my values? What am I supposed to make my schedule around? Here's another thing. Matthew 21:22. If you believe that you have received whatever you ask for, you will receive it. And then even Mark 11:24 says, let me look for it. I have it written here. Jesus is speaking, and he says, "For this reason I tell you, when you pray and ask for something, believe that you received it, and it will be given whatever you ask for." So here's another thing. Job 3:25 also says, "Everything I fear and dread comes true." So what are you believing for? Is your belief based out of fear, or is it based out of what you want and what you're looking for in life? If you fear that you don't have any purpose, you're probably not going to discover it because you got too much things in the way. I want you to think of fear and faith as magnets. If you're in fear, you can't attract what you want to come to you. But if you're in faith and belief, and you believe that you can discover these things, usually it finds a way of getting into your life somehow. You'll discover it, whether it's you go to some event, or whether it's something that you just find a book and it tells you how to do it. I'm telling you, there's just so much truth to these statements. So just think about it. Do things that you fear happen to you? And do things that you believe usually come to you? Very simple. So Proverbs 18:21 says that life and death is in the power of the tongue. And usually whatever we're saying usually comes true. Have you ever said, "I told you that was going to happen"? Have you ever said that before? Usually, because whatever we're saying, we're believing with all of our heart. Let's try changing our focus for our purpose and for our values, and for our activities to I'm going to figure out what they are, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Because when you have this stuff set in place, I guarantee you will feel better about yourself, and you will feel like you're living for a purpose. So I challenge you guys, this video, even doing this video right now, you can judge this video and be like, "Hey, this is not top quality. This is not the best video I've ever seen. Don't you think you should hire somebody to do a video that's very, very well?" Well, the only thing that I have to say to that is, you're right. I could do that. But I'm working with what I have right now. And that's what you can do too. What do you have in front of you that you can do right now? What are the things that you've been avoiding that you can go start doing right now? Start with what's there already. Don't try to go for the big thing. Start with what's there. If you work with what's there, you can improve off of what's there. Capiche? So, like I said, my name's Michael Anderson, and I'll be making more videos. I hope that you got something out of this. This is what I live for. This is what I live my life for. And I want to be able to help you to succeed. So if there's any way that I could possibly help you, let me know. Sayonara.